My name is Lena. I am 34 years old. I was married for 3 years. I thought I knew everything about my husband. I was wrong. His name was Daniel. He was tall and calm. He had a quiet smile that made me feel safe. We met at a small coffee shop near my office. He asked for my number. I gave it to him. 3 months later, he asked me to marry him. I said yes without thinking twice. Our life together felt simple and good. We had a small apartment near the river. He cooked on Sundays. I made coffee every morning. We took walks after dinner every night. I felt lucky. I felt loved. But there were small things I did not understand. He never answered his phone in front of me. He always stepped outside. He always said it was work. I believed him. He was a project manager. Work calls at odd hours seemed normal to me. He traveled often, sometimes 2 weeks each month. He always brought me something small when he returned. A book, a scarf, once a silver bracelet. I kept everything. I wore the bracelet every day. I thought those gifts meant he was thinking of me. I did not know they meant something else. One afternoon, I came home early from work. I had a headache. I wanted to sleep. I opened the door and heard him talking. His voice was low and soft, gentle. It was the voice he used only with me. He did not hear me come in. I stood in the hallway and listened. He said, "I'll be home Friday. I miss you." Then he said a name. It was not my name. I did not move. I could not move. He walked into the hallway and stopped. He looked at me. His face went white. He did not speak. He just stared. That silence told me everything. I said, "Who was that?" He said, "It was nobody. It was work." But his hands were shaking, and his eyes were not looking at mine. I took his phone from his hand. He did not stop me. I looked at the contact. The name was M. I opened the messages. There were hundreds. Good morning messages, good night messages, photos of a house, photos of a child, a little boy, maybe 2 years old. I sat down on the floor, not because I was weak, because the room was spinning. Daniel said my name. I did not answer. He said, "Lena, please, let me explain." I looked up at him and said, "Is she your wife?" He did not answer for a long time. Then he sat down across from me. He said, "Yes, but it is complicated." I said, "How long?" He said, "We married 6 years ago." Her name was Maya. She lived in another city. She thought he worked away from home. She did not know about me either. There were 2 of us, both of us lied to, both of us loving a man who did not fully exist. I asked him about the little boy. He looked at the floor. He said, "He is mine." I asked, "Does he know your real name?" Daniel said nothing. That was his answer. I did not cry that night. I was too tired to cry. I called my sister. I packed one bag. I left the bracelet on the kitchen table. I did not want it anymore. You would have believed him too. He was not a cruel man on the surface. He was warm. He was patient. He remembered small things. But somewhere inside him, he had built 2 lives, and he had chosen to protect both of them by destroying both of them. The legal process took 8 months. Our marriage was annulled. It had never been legal. I was never really his wife. That was the hardest sentence I ever heard. Maya and I spoke once on the phone. We did not cry together. We were too shocked, but we were kind to each other.
What I know is this. I am 34 years old. I am starting again. I have my name. I have my honesty. I have the truth, even though it hurt me. Some people build their lives on lies, but lies are a weak foundation. One day, everything falls. I did not lose a husband. I lost an illusion. And slowly, I am learning the difference.